What's up, friends, foes, subbies? This is a quick update on Tay and Lou. Tay decided to put out some receipts that she has been paying Lou via Cashapp. Okay, according to her, Lou never had a bank account, so I'm kind of confused on how she was able to receive Cashapp. So there's something that's not adding up here on both ends, but more so on Tay's. So anyway, Tay drops these receipts, and it seems as if every receipt that Tay drops, it makes her look worse, in my personal opinion. And I know a lot of you are probably pissed off at me because I could see in the comment section, oh, you're just putting everything on Tay. Tay is the victim here. She's a victim of abuse. I never, not once said that Tay was not a victim of abuse. I never, not once said that Lou was innocent. What I'm doing is I'm calling out who I believe is the narcissist. That does not mean that Lou is not toxic. That does not mean that Lou is not at fault. What I'm pointing out is what I talk about on my channel. Narcissism. Now this background, yes, I love the number 111. I'm just using this as a cute little background before I get into the receipts. But again, before I get into the receipts, I love to kind of enlighten you guys that don't know about certain things on my channel. Even though my channel can be messy, I like to teach you some things that I didn't know, but now I do know. So covert narcissism, a lot of us don't know what covert narcissism is. So I'm going to give you an idea of what it is using some definitions off of the internet. So covert narcissism. Now, I didn't know what that was until about 2 years ago. Why? I found out because I was accused from a narcissistic ex that I had for being a covert narc. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? So I looked it up and I'm thinking, oh, I'm this narcissist. I'm this narcissist. I was for a whole week depressed thinking I'm a covert narc. And then once I started doing research on it, I said, oh my God, this sounds exactly like my ex. So I got deeper into researching narcissism based off of what I experienced. So with that being said, so what is covert narcissistic abuse? Covert narcissism is a more discreet form of narcissism displayed by a person with a more shy and reserved personality. Sound familiar, y'all? It is characterized by grandiose fantasies and thoughts, a perception of entitlement, and a general sentiment of being better than others. Covert narcissism is typically expressed in a more passive and indirect manner than overt narcissism. It is conveyed with a condescending attitude, insincerity, passive aggressiveness, defensiveness, and hostility. Covert narcissists. Covert narcissists are exceedingly difficult to recognize and even harder to expose because they have built a fake persona with everyone they know. Most that are unaware of the covert traits see a charming, helpful, caring, compassionate, and often enlightened individual. However, this type tends to stick with the same tricks and methods, don't learn from them, and are extremely persistent. Yeah, it seems like Tay is persistent in trying to expose Lou with some whack-ass receipts. If you guys didn't know, the covert narcissist is probably one of the most dangerous because they're the hardest to detect. They play victim very well. But anyways, it says the dangerous subtle form of emotional manipulation includes very subtle signs of covert narcissism. I believe this is a book, y'all. And as you can see, the background, covert narcissism love to treat people as puppets. Covert narcissist, charming, counterfeit identity, liar, manipulative, sense of entitlement, lack of empathy, excessive need for admiration, exploits others, destructive in relationships, con person, victim mentality, inability to feel remorse. And that right there is the narcissist, in my opinion. I did not say Lou didn't have any toxic traits. I didn't say that. I didn't say Lou wasn't an abusive individual. I did say I do believe that her abuse comes from her alcoholism. It comes from her frustration with being mentally abused by a narcissist, feeling crazy. Eventually, you mentally snap. If you guys didn't pay attention to Lou recording herself with Tay, Lou was saying, I can't do this anymore mentally. I don't want to be with you. I can't do this. I just can't live with you, but I'll make videos with you. Whatever you want to do. I'm not going to just leave you hanging. I'll do videos with you, okay? But I just can't live with you, okay? So then when we look at Tay's response, Tay, oh my God, this girl. Tay literally copied damn near everything that Lou said. I could break this down, but because this is a screen record, oh my God, I really don't feel like doing so much editing. We can get into it on a live, but I will say this. Lou made a video where she said, I could not watch Tay. I cannot look at her videos. It's not, it's not easy for me to look at her videos without being triggered, whatever. She said something similar to that. And then when Tay makes her response, she legitimately said the same damn near exact thing that Lou said. She said, I couldn't watch Lou's video. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. I had to have somebody else watch it. And I just pinpointed certain things that I'm going to address. She also said, Lou would take things away from me whenever I didn't give her the flirting or sex or whatever she wanted from me. She would take from me. That is what Lou accused Tay of. Lou accused Tay of taking the phone away. But did Tay talk about that? No, she didn't. The first thing Tay decided to do was play a video of domestic violence. A video of her holding her camera phone, recording Lou pulling her hair. So with a covert narcissist, what I believe, they like to pull on your heartstrings. So the first thing she does when she's going to address paying Lou is, let me see, how can I pull their heartstrings? Let me play some domestic violence videos, and then I'll get into me paying her, supposedly. We'll get into the payment in a second. I just wanted to make that a point to you that a lot of times these people that manipulate you do it so well that you can't tell. But when you've dealt with enough narcissistic people or, sociopath type people, you'll be able to tell when you're being manipulated. That's why I'm not falling for this bullshit. I'm not falling for the victim mentality. I cannot, and I refuse to. So again, with that being said, we're going to get into the receipts that Tay provided, stating that she paid Lou for her YouTube appearances.
Kind of confused as to why the backdrop says Tay and Lou. I understand that she changed it to TTG. This photo should be TTG, but it shows up as Tay and Lou's photo. But this, I'm a bit confused about. Anywho, so Tay would like to show that she paid Lou money for her YouTube contributions, right? I guess for being part of the channel. If you guys look down on the channel, Lou is in many of the videos, so therefore Lou deserves half of everything. Regardless if Tay edits, Lou deserves half on every video that she appears in my personal opinion. Because people are tuning in to see the both of you. So when Tay does a video by herself, I understand. Keep that money for yourself. YouTube will tell you exactly how much monetization you made on each video. It details it, so it shouldn't be that hard. So let's look at this Cashapp receipt that Tay put out.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause this. I'm going to pause this only because I want you to see the history. So I'm going to assume she's showing the history with her and Lou. It's saying payment, payment, payment to Lou. I'm confused as to the ones that are highlighted green. Does that mean Lou paid her? You guys help me out here, because she could have made this a lot simply, a lot more simple, but she did not. So she's going to highlight every time she gave Lou any type of money. I see $20 here, $1,000, $100, $50. It's the first thing. Okay, she highlighted $600, and that was in 2020. $211, $1,000, January 2020. $30, $1,000. Like, she's not showing the little ones. $1,000, $1,000, 205, $1,000, $1,000, 670. She gave her like $200, $1,000, $171. It's like these are really odd payments.
That was it? Oh my God. This gotta be a joke.
Sorry, that was me recording myself prior to. I was screen recording this. Okay, so she did show her history with her and Lou. That was her history with her and Lou. I'm gonna just play it in the background without noise so you guys can see for yourself again. Because something just doesn't seem right here to me. It just doesn't. Okay, let's look at this. Somebody told me that she gave her a Cashapp for buying pads. Pads for her period. Like, this gotta be a joke. And for them to make that much money on YouTube, and for you to only be giving her 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000, something seems off here. 205. It seems like you gave her that money to pay a bill. Just something doesn't seem right here to me. 670. This doesn't seem like somebody that could afford to buy you a Jeep or add money for you to get a Jeep. At the end of the day, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but YouTubers make a lot of money, especially YouTubers on that caliber. They have over 1 million followers. They get so many views. When I tell you, their views are ridiculous compared to a lot of other mukbangers. But what I can tell you, based off of my experience on YouTube, I don't have that many followers. I don't get that many views. The most money I've ever made on YouTube was about $2,000. That was the most. And that was a long time ago when I think I did a video about Tasha K. And I made like a lot of money off of that based off of the views, right? For me, it's a joke to see that she's sending her $1,000. If you guys can pause every once in a while, you can see whether she's giving her $1,000 monthly, January, February. Let's see. You guys can see for yourselves. You could pause. But I honestly think that this receipt is trash, if you ask me, because it looks like there's payments on both ends. There's payments on both ends because you wouldn't see the L without the adding. Like, I can't explain it, you guys. Whenever you see the green L, it looks like Lou gave her money. So clearly there was a banking account involved. There's money going back and forth between the two. But the thing is, this is back in 2020. Do you want to know when they started their channel? Okay, with the way YouTube is, you can't like go to the oldest video anymore. But I want you to see this. The channel is called Tay and Lou. All right? Look at the thumbnails, you guys. Most of the thumbnails have them both in the thumbnail, which means both contributed to the channel. You rarely do see Tay by herself. Look at this. Every once in a while, Tay will be by herself. But the majority of these videos have them both. Yep. All right, looks like their channel started about 5 years ago. 6 years ago, actually. Yep. You can't tell me that this girl did not contribute to the channel. She's even on the channel by herself at times. Lou as well. It's not just Tay. There's sometimes Lou makes videos by herself on this channel. This is just really sad to see. But if you guys go back and listen to Lou did say, yes, she did spend money on me. Yes, she has. She has. So she's not taking away that she didn't receive anything. But the problem is, Tay is making it seem as if she actually paid the girl for her YouTube contributions. And if you look at the Cash Apps, it's not adding up. Why are we just seeing 2020? Why? You can look on your history and see how many times you paid her out. And it doesn't seem as if you had that much to show. And if anything, when you did your receipt video showing the domestic violence, why didn't you show the Cash App then? Why did it have to take for you to make a separate short video showing the Cash App? Doesn't make sense. The receipts that you give are half-assed. They're not good enough, in my personal opinion, to prove your point. It doesn't prove your point. It actually makes you look like you're trying to manipulate your viewers. Shout out to my favorite, Nick and Carla. They are awesome. When I tell you, I'd rather watch their reactions than to go to the actual page of said people. But again, they break this entire thing down to a T, and I love it. They're so unbiased. But I did screen record some of their clips because I wanted to share them with you guys. But because this is a screen record on my phone, it's going to be pretty much tacky. But whatever. When I do my real edit, I'll fix that. I just want you guys to hear this.
Look at my hair. You guys, I could only afford synthetic hair because I was not getting any money. She would not give me my own money to take personal care of my upkeep. She made sure to keep up with hers. And here's the thing. She would buy me things, you guys. But guess what? We'd argue and she'd take all of it back. She's bought me plenty, but she's taken every scrap back. The moment she gives it to me, not even if it's an hour later, if we get into a tiff, she'll take it back. Look at the videos.
We can't see shit, Lou.
Okay. So basically, Lou says that Tay would take things away from her. Lou continues on and she speaks on how Tay would take her phone away. Tay would do this. Tay would do that. But Tay never addressed taking the phone. Tay never addressed hitting her back. Tay never addressed any of those things. What Tay would do in her videos, she'd be like, yeah, she would beat me up. She would hurt me. She would abuse me. But I'm stronger than her. I'm stronger than her. My thing is, why must you keep letting your viewers know that you are so much stronger than than Lou. Tay wanted us to know that she was so much stronger than Lou, but then she plays victim. Lou beat me up. I was abused. So if you were so much stronger than her, why didn't you hold her back while she was abusing you? That part I don't get. I guess you wanted your face to be scratched up. I guess it just doesn't make sense to me. I want somebody to help make it make sense. Help make it make sense. Then I'll stop pointing out the narcissism that I see in Tay. Yes, Lou is at fault as well. I never said she wasn't, but I'm not calling Lou the narcissist. I'm calling Tay the narc. And that's just my thoughts and opinions. If you have an issue with it, that's on you. We're all entitled to our thoughts and opinions. Again, this would have been a better edit, but I honestly, I did not have the time or the patience to edit. Not today. But yeah, you guys, if you want, you can leave your comments. Tell me what the total was of all those thousands of dollars you saw her give to Lou. It just doesn't add up because they made $400,000 in a year one time. So $400,000 in a couple of thousand. How does that make sense? And for Tay to owe $100,000 worth of taxes, that speaks volumes, you guys. It speaks volumes. Let's be adults here. Let's be real. Why wasn't she doing her taxes in the first place? Was the gambling that bad that she wasn't responsible? You guys keep saying she's so responsible. She pays her rent. She pays this. Of course she's going to pay the rent because she doesn't want to live on the street. But she didn't pay her taxes. And her karma is now that bill. And thank God Lou isn't attached to it. All right, y'all. I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. You let me know your thoughts and opinions on this one. And if you disagree, that's fine. Just be respectful. Period.